I also bought a 2-bar setup. You can see right here, because I didn't know whether or not a single bar would be strong enough, but it was. Just so the top of these have 3/8 on one side and then 1/4 on the bottoms. So, and then these handles are just flipped over. But I also ordered other handles that don't have clamp or rod clamps on them. They just have 1/4 female screw mounts on both ends. So there's a couple different ways to do it. This one kind of gives you 2 bars to put accessories on. You can put a light and a monitor, but realistically the single bar held up just fine. So I'd probably just do the single bar unless you needed the screw mounts on the top. Even with the single bar, you can just get rod clamps that are pretty cheap. So the double rod setup, I just have these double rod clamps, but these are a lot more expensive than these single ones. And these handles you can find for about $6 a piece without the clamp, and then they're a little more with the clamp. But after you add up the additional cost of getting these ones that have a mount in the middle with 2 rods, it was just cheaper to buy a handle with a rod clamp already on it. So these handles just unscrew on the bottom. So these right here have a 1/4 on one end and then a 3/8 on the other end. And then these all just loosen up really easily. So that's what these pieces were. I think I got these on, yeah, these are on eBay. I think they were like, I think these ones were cheaper. I found another one that dips down in the middle. It was a lot nicer. So for the single rod setup, you just use, instead of all these extra pieces, oh, with that double rod setup, you have to have a 1/4 to 1/4 adapter right here. But with the single one, you just stick these in, and then you stick in one of these, and then what I did to make sure they were straight is I just rested them on the table. So sometimes these are hard to get in and out, like, because if I tighten them down, so you might want to keep one of these in your tool bag or your camera bag. And then to mount the handle straight, I just rest it on the table, so that way the bar stays straight. But before you clamp on this one, you need to clamp on this one right here. So we're going to go like that. Oh, go this way. Okay, so then there's that. And then I have a bunch of these already. So this is a 1/4 to 1/4. I also have on the bottom of this camera, or on the gimbal, I have a 3/8 to 1/4, and then I also have some 3/8 to 3/8. So if you found one of these rod clamps that had 3/8 on the bottom, you would want to get a 3/8 to 3/8. adapter. Because this one just had a 1/4, I got a 1/4 to 3/8. Because on the bottom of the DS1 is a 3/8, so that's what that one looks like. Okay, and then I just did it finger tight, and then you stick on this one, and you just start spinning it. And then I just kept twisting it until it lined up with the joystick. And it was, I mean, it's tight enough. I was worried it would like swivel and move, but it's tight, so that didn't matter. And what's nice is if you hold it this way, because you have the extra adapters here, you could, you know, plug in an LED over here and your, you know, a monitor over here, or whatever other accessories you have.